In today's video, we're going to be making the Clover skirt by Rosary Apparel. This pattern is a high-waisted maxi skirt with the option to shorten the length, of course. I'm going to be making the long maxi skirt version because of its maxi length. It will still keep me a little bit warm in this Canadian spring. The challenges of this pattern for me as a beginner is going to be attaching buttons and making buttonholes. I've never done this before. I've ordered the parts I need for my machine and I've done a little bit of a practice run, but I haven't actually attached buttons or made buttonholes on a garment before. In my head, I have this perfect polka dot 90s skirt in the navy blue that I have pictured forever. I must have seen this when I was younger or just seen it in movies or something, but it's something that I can't get out of my head when I think of the perfect maxi 90s skirt. And I went to Fabricland and I got this perfect fabric for it. It's a navy blue polyester fabric with white polka dots, and I got it for $7 a meter. For my size, I'll need 3.3 meters, so this was a good deal to make this skirt. In the pattern, she calls for fusible interfacing to go along the buttonholes and the waistband. But the lady at Fabricland recommended that I get non-fusible interfacing, so that is what I did. And I'm going to be pairing it with these beautiful white buttons. They're 19 millimeters and they are by H.A. Kidd. It's a Toronto company. And I feel like they're going to pair so nicely with this fabric. So I'm following the pattern pieces for 150 centimeter wide fabric, and this is how that's looking. Right now I've just done the first half here. So we're cutting out the skirt back piece on the fold, and then we are cutting out the skirt side twice and the skirt facing twice, and then I have the waistband on the fold. Then we're going to reuse pattern piece 2 for the skirt's front, and we'll be cutting it twice, not on the fold because this is where the buttons are going to go. And then 2 more pattern pieces of the skirt sides, and then we have our pockets. rock the Clover skirt by Rosary Apparel. I honestly really love it. Mine is not perfect, but that is because I'm a beginner and it's definitely like my fault that's not perfect. So I used a polyester kind of chiffon-y type of a fabric. I do feel it's a little bit heavy with the pockets in. I'm probably going to try this in like a rayon next time because I just feel like it will be really floaty and a little bit lighter than how this is feeling. I chose to use these white buttons from Fabricland, but they are a little bit, now that I'm seeing them on the skirt, I feel they are a little bit too stark white for what I was envisioning. So I think that I will take that into consideration next time. This was my first time ever making something with buttons. They are all functional, they work. However, if you look closely, I actually did my buttons the wrong way. I put my buttons, attached them on my right side and made the buttonholes on the left side, but I think I actually would prefer it the other way around. My buttonholes are very wonky. You just can't really tell. Some of them are bigger than the other, and the one that I messed up the most on is this one right here. I made them too close to the seam allowance on the buttonhole placket. This skirt is not as tight as I would like it to be. So I actually just have a safety pin holding it together. I can fix that later on with like a hook and eye, but for the next time that I make this skirt, it's definitely way too big. When I went back in to try to fix this buttonhole, I used a white thread by accident, and that is completely showing in the skirt. My pockets, for some reason, want to sit back here. They want to sit behind my hips, which makes the skirt puff out a little bit. They should be sitting forward, and I'm not sure why they want to sit the other way. So if anybody knows, please let me know. And the last thing I had an issue with was the waistband. I don't know why, but my waistband wasn't matching up with how long the skirt was. So I had to do like some maneuvering magic to make this lay nicely. I'm not sure honestly what went wrong there, but next time I try it, hopefully it all lines up. Other than putting in the buttonholes, this skirt came together really easily. I definitely think it's a good project for a beginner, and it's a good way to get into making buttonholes, you know, because you do make a lot. There's a total of 10 buttons. I only did 9, and I really honestly really love it. I can't wait to make it again in a different fabric, and hopefully it'll be a little bit neater the second time around. Her tutorial is super easy to follow on YouTube, as well as she has some written instructions that come with the pattern, and I really recommend that anybody who has been looking for like a nice long maxi skirt with buttons down the front to go ahead and make the Clover skirt by Rosary Apparel. It's such a timeless piece to add to your wardrobe. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know what you think of the skirt and what you might have done differently. I really appreciate all the comments and likes that I get. It really helps grow my channel. And thank you guys. I will see you guys in my next video. And until next time, bye.